We are kicking things off with the massive contract saga surrounding Breece Hall. The New York Jets and Breece Hall are locked in a high-stakes negotiation that is shaping up to be the biggest storyline outside of the 2026 NFL Draft. General Manager Darren Mauji has made it clear that negotiations will resume after the draft, but the team and Hall have struggled to find an agreement before the franchise tag deadline, leaving the future of the running back wide open. We break down what the Jets are offering and what Hall is demanding in this crucial offseason battle.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the wide receiver situation and the anxiety surrounding Adonai Mitchell just 2 days before the NFL Draft. The New York Jets are seriously looking to upgrade their passing game, and General Manager Darren Mauji has confirmed that the team is actively looking to move up inside the top 10 picks to secure a premium wide receiver prospect. This move signals a major shift in priorities for the franchise and raises serious questions about Mitchell's role moving forward. Now it's time to dive into the defensive rankings and the mock draft drama involving David Bailey and Arvell Reese. With Fernando Mendoza locked in as the #1 overall pick, the New York Jets are zeroing in on 2 defensive players at pick number 2, Texas Tech edge rusher David Bailey and Ohio State outside linebacker Arvell Reese. We explore the arguments for why one player is seen as the more ready-made pass rusher and why the Jets are navigating this crucial decision. Finally, we unpack the meaning behind the Jets canceling David Bailey's pre-draft visit and what this tells us about the team's true intentions. General Manager Darren Mauji explains the complex strategy behind using top 30 visits, and we reveal the likely outcome of this maneuvering, pointing toward Arvell Reese becoming the #2 pick. Don't miss the rest of the analysis. Stay with us for more breaking news. The contract negotiations between the New York Jets and running back Breece Hall remain a central storyline for the franchise outside of the 2026 NFL Draft, with a resolution expected before the mid-July deadline. General Manager Darren Mauji has confirmed that negotiations will resume after the draft, as an agreement was not reached before the franchise tag was invoked. Hall is currently among the 5 highest-paid running backs in the NFL due to his fully guaranteed 1-year deal. The key question now is whether Hall's next contract will surpass the threshold set by the franchise tag, or if the Jets can secure a more reasonable yearly salary. Contract projections from Spotrac suggest Hall could secure a 4-year deal worth $62 million, translating to an annual average value, AAV, of $15.5 million. This figure would position him as the 3rd highest-paid running back in the league at this time, pending contract extensions for players like Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson. Analysts suggest that given the Jets' current lack of playoff prospects heading into 2026, investing such significant money in a running back may be unwise. While acknowledging the value of talent, the report argues that teams in this position should avoid paying top-of-market salaries for players who are not considered game-changers, while they focus on building out the rest of their roster. A more palatable contract scenario, according to some assessments, would resemble the 4-year, $48 million deal offered to Travis Etienne by the New Orleans Saints. The consensus indicates that any contract exceeding this level is too costly for the Jets, suggesting they should instead focus on finding a replacement through the draft or the 2027 draft class. The New York Jets are aggressively pursuing a wide receiver addition in the 2026 NFL Draft, signaling a major shift in the franchise's offensive strategy. With the team holding picks at positions 2 and 16, the gap between them has raised concerns, prompting speculation that the organization will move up inside the top 10 to secure a premium prospect. General Manager Darren Mauji has confirmed that the team is looking to upgrade their offensive weapons, confirming the interest in moving up in the 1st round for a wide receiver. This move underscores the franchise's urgent need to improve its receiving core. This development places incumbent wideout Adonai Mitchell under increased scrutiny. Mitchell entered the 2026 season as the team's WR2 following the Sauce Gardner trade. While he showed flashes of potential, notably against the Falcons with 8 receptions, 102 yards, and a touchdown in Week 13, his overall production was inconsistent. Following that performance, Mitchell struggled significantly in the final 5 games, logging 24 receptions for 58 yards and 0 touchdowns despite 33 targets. This variance has created doubt regarding his status as an established NFL threat and has made him vulnerable to competition. The Jets are eyeing top prospects like Mackay Lemon, praised for his hands and football IQ, Carnell Tate, a physically imposing playmaker, and Jordan Tyson, who possesses the versatility to play multiple receiver spots. The pursuit of these higher-ceiling players is directly linked to Mitchell's performance, suggesting the front office believes a new addition is necessary to elevate the offense and escape mediocrity. Despite the competitive landscape, the situation offers a degree of security for Mitchell. His rookie contract extends past the 2027 season, giving him time to demonstrate his value. However, the arrival of a high-caliber rookie wide receiver will undoubtedly complicate Mitchell's role and future trajectory with the team, placing him in a position of significant importance as the Jets seek to revitalize their offense. The New York Jets are intensifying their pursuit of defensive talent in the 2026 NFL Draft, focusing on 2 key prospects at the number 2 overall selection: Texas Tech edge rusher David Bailey and Ohio State outside linebacker Arvell Reese. This strategic focus comes as the Jets have secured Fernando Mendoza as the number 1 overall pick for the Las Vegas Raiders. The internal debate within the Jets regarding the second pick highlights a classic dilemma. Reese offers significant upside, being 2 years younger and possessing the potential to be a multifaceted defensive player comparable to Micah Parsons. Conversely, David Bailey is viewed as the superior pure edge pass rusher of the current class, despite potential limitations at the NFL level. Despite canceling Bailey's visit shortly before the draft, ESPN Jets insider Rich Cimini confirmed that the Jets are still heavily leaning toward the Texas Tech player. Cimini stated that while the team has invested heavily in its defense, it still requires a dynamic presence in the front 7. He argued, Bailey, with 14.5 sacks last season, can be that player. Arvell Reese will draw strong consideration because of his tantalizing potential, but Bailey gets the edge because he's more pro-ready. Given the Jets' struggles, particularly on defense in the 2025 season, where they failed to record a single interception despite having a former defensive back as head coach, targeting either Bailey or Reese at pick number 2 is a logical move. The selection made at this pivotal spot is set to have significant ripple effects throughout the first round, forcing top 10 teams to recalibrate their draft strategies depending on whether Reese or Bailey remains available at pick number 3. The New York Jets recently canceled a scheduled top 30 visit with Texas Tech edge rusher David Bailey, a prospect widely considered a serious contender for the number 2 overall pick and a potential Jet. This action raises questions about the team's strategy regarding prospect evaluation and the internal dynamics surrounding their top draft targets. A top 30 visit is a formal, in-person meeting at a team's facility used by NFL teams for various purposes, ranging from gathering information to strategic misdirection, or smokescreens. NFL teams are required to report all 30 visits to the league office, providing a window into their interest in specific players. General Manager Darren Mauji explained the varied use of these visits, noting that each case is unique. He stated that visits can be for player engagement, sports performance analysis, medical evaluations, recruiting, or simply a smokescreen. Mauji indicated that the Jets had established positive touchpoints with Bailey, including meetings at the NFL Combine and a dinner during his pro day. The timing of the cancellation is notable, as Bailey is not considered a perfect prospect, with some scouting reports suggesting he needs more consistent energy levels behind the scenes. While Bailey possesses explosive physical traits, he reportedly struggles against the run, unlike other top prospects. The speculation surrounding the Jets targeting Bailey has been fueled by the debate between him and Ohio State linebacker Arvell Reese, who is viewed by many insiders as having a higher ceiling, potentially comparable to Micah Parsons. The core of the debate centers on readiness. Bailey is seen as more immediately ready as a pass rusher, while Reese is viewed as having greater long-term potential. The prevailing theory suggests that if the Jets were seriously considering Bailey at number 2, they would seek comprehensive information through various meetings. However, the cancellation could indicate that the Jets are either satisfied with the information gathered or that they have already determined their primary target. The consensus among analysts has recently shifted, with many now predicting that Arvell Reese will be the Jets' selection at the number 2 pick. Ultimately, the cancellation of the visit may serve multiple purposes, including positioning Bailey to fall to other teams or clarifying the Jets' true intentions regarding Reese. The most likely outcome, according to the analysis, is that the process will conclude with Arvell Reese being selected as the number 2 pick.